And then he showed me this. And, you know, it's not immediately obvious what's so special about it. Yeah, when he first encountered this style, he also thought, well, it does look a bit similar to a half unmade teapot, and you can make half unmade teapots so fast, while this takes forever. So when he works full time, he can do about 6 of this each month. Some will break in the fire, some will not pass his very, very stringent quality. So as an example of that, he showed me some of the teapots that did not pass, and I couldn't tell why. I looked at those teapots for a long time, and eventually he pointed out some details, and the details were so small that I couldn't believe it. Like, in one case that I remember, you see this little rim here? It was too thin. That was an entire reason for this teapot not to count as one of the thousands of his masterpieces. And to be fair, I don't even know that I yet understand this pots. I've been using some of this. What I can definitely tell is that the clay is amazing. I've been skeptic of a lot of modern Yixing, both half unmade and not unmade. I've usually preferred antiques because the clay is usually better. But the clays of this is really excellent. Not just... Gosh, this is so beautiful. Sometimes I get a little bit surprised still. But there's just so much better touching them and in person than with pictures. We've done a decent job as well as we could with pictures, but yeah, the touching and looking at it, like at the details, I don't know if you can see it. It's really quite special. Like, I remember the first time trying them at his studio, it was really like I was drinking him. Like, this teapot really have a soul, a spirit. So before I got carried away admiring this teapot, I was trying to say that both me and him had a very similar introduction to these teapots, which was like, why would you do this by hand? It doesn't make any sense. And yet, there is something about the quality of the details and and something a little bit more transcendental than that really comes out. Like, it's much more like a work of art than any other modern Yixing I've seen, really. A few other important things to say. One is all the clay has been tested for absence of chemicals, which is a very big problem with modern Yixing. The clay comes from the private reserve of He Zhong Tai's teacher, which is quite something because this kind of clay, most of it is completely gone. This is Jamponi. The one I just said before was an aged zini. Then we also have Tianqing Ni. Actually, sorry, this is the Tianqing Ni, while this is a Dikao Qing. This is a Zuni. So the question in my mind is really, how many people can really fully appreciate what this is? How many can get it, can make tea with this and like slowly getting to understand all the details and all the functionality and how everything is in harmony, not just from an aesthetic point of view, but very much from a making tea point of view. Unlike a lot of modern artistic Yixing, these are very traditional, made to be used. If you're gonna get one of this, make sure to use it. It's really not something to look at, or at least you're not gonna get very much by just looking at it.